Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Downside Up. Before we go around and say hello to all of these wonderful people around the table today, please take a moment to check out the following links and notifications. First of all, our social links. There's no such thing as social distancing. That sounds cold. That's the Drake no. Distant socializing. We can socialize still, just at a distance. Come and be distantly social with us in Discord, Twitter, and YouTube. YouTube, you can find thousands of hours of content there to fill up your binge-watching requirements while in quarantine. Twitter, if you want to get into a game, send me a DM. I'll hook you up with a game. We now have a web form and all sorts of things, which I'll be making public very soon. So send me a DM and I'll send it to you a little early. And Discord, come and talk about TTRPGs and all the other cool things in our Discord. A wonderful place to be where you'll find they're like-minded people. Also, please check out stuff from our sponsors. Today's episode is brought to you by Mage Hand Press. Mage Hand Press, who currently have a 25% sale on all of their PDFs if you head over to their website. They created the Fae Folio, which is a Feywild expansion for 5e that we'll be playing today. They also created Dark Matter, which is available in hardback. It's also available from your local game stores. If you can, if your local game store does delivery, then you should be able to get it from them. Also, check out the Deck of Many. The Deck of Many Things is a donation reward today, which you can draw to sow some chaos amidst the cast. Lots and lots of fun there. It's also now available through channel points as well. I finally updated the Twitch channel points, so you can access that sort of thing through there. I realise I've got one of your names wrong as well. I'll update that in the background. Deck of Many also do Humblewood, which you can check out on Thursdays at 6 p.m. EDT as we play the heroes of Humblewood, cute woodland animals trying to stop their forest from burning down. Hero Forge! New this week, Hero Forge have released their beta color mini creator. We were just playing with it in the last stream. We made 4 or 5 characters. I'll be putting screenshots of those in the Discord after this. Head over there and check it out. If you were on the Kickstarter, you should have an email now giving you access to their early beta tool if you subscribe to that level of support. If not, maybe send them a prompt. I understand they've been very good with their customer service on getting everyone involved, so go and check it out. And last but most certainly not least, our newest sponsor, Dungeon Fog. For all of your map making requirements, you can create comprehensive, beautiful maps that you can share in VTTs or print and play at home. As you update the maps, your GM notes are dynamically updated to reflect your changes. So you can have lots of fun there. And if you like the tool, you can head over and use their free tool. If you like it, you can upgrade to premium with 10% discount using our code Scratticus. That's all of my sponsor notifications. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. I will hand over to Mackenzie.
Oh, hi. I'm Mackenzie. I just hit myself in the face with dark matter. It's fine. Anyways, I'm Mackenzie Lane Day on Twitter. I'm an independent TTRPG content creator to the point at which sometimes I sleep text about D&D now. You can find my work over on D&D Beyond, where I do a bunch of stuff. I actually just was on Todd Talks yesterday with my wonderful partner Dennis, and we talked with Todd and Megan about running one-on-one D&D. There's an article on D&D Beyond right now, and the VOD is up on YouTube if you want to check that out. You can also check me out doing stuff for MCDM, working on Kingdoms of Warfare, and most recently as the editor for the Copper best-selling subclass College of Acapella by the one and only the marvelous Critical Bard. You should go check it out. It is absolutely amazing, and I'm so proud to have been a part of it. It hit Copper bestseller in a single day, and it's so good. I'm gonna be your dungeon master and archfey and all the other fun stuff today. Let's go around and meet everyone and see who they're playing. Let's start with the wonderful HTT Paladin. Oh, hi.
I am HTT Paladin, otherwise known as Joshua in real life. I'm the co-director for the Islands of Sina Una, and I spend way too much time thinking about D&D to the point where I'm now sleep texted by Mackenzie about D&D. It's a very strange life I'm leading right now. I also just finished doing the layout for Critical Bard's newest release, the College of Acapella on DM's Guild, which you should check out.
I'm going to try and pull a link up for that. Paladin, who are you playing?
Today I'm playing Floos.
And you want to tell us any more about Floos, or just leave it at Floos?
I'll leave it at Floos. Okay.
Next round, let's pop down to Sifa7. Oh, hi.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Who are you?
Sifa7 on Twitter. I'm also Sifa7 on Discord. All of my art is actually on Instagram under a different name. It's Artist Mum. It's ARTISTMUM1. That's where all of my art and my fan art and my original art are. So, well, and that's basically it on me. I am playing a pixie named Kaliqua, who is basically a psychotic chef. Is basically how I would describe her. So.
I'm so ready. Okay, and then next let's pop around to Draconix. Oh hi.
Oh, hi. I'm Draconix, or Drac. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch under the same name, Draconix. I'm also going to be on fairly frequently on a new Twitch channel called Friends Who Roll Dice on Thursdays, so you can catch me there as well. Today I'm playing Score, a monk rogue, who is a bit of the... He means well, but he's not exactly smart enough to do well.
Oh god,
So,
that's
I
such a
think
mood. Ah, that's such a mood. And last but certainly not least, Scratticus, we know who you are, but who are you playing? You are muted.
Yes, I am. Oh, hi. I'll be playing Frydar Florak, or Friday for short, who is a fed-up half-orc in the Feywild, desperately trying to get home to their promotion. Big thank you, Critical Bard, gifting a sub there to Akinalax. Thank you very much.
Is there anything else anyone would like to say before jumping in?
I'm good.
No, I'm good, yeah.
Alright, I just gotta
I wasn't
finish
supposed to update my character sheet between sessions at all, was I?
Were you?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Great.
I don't know. I'm a great
I'm worried
dungeon
now.
master. I'm like, was I? I think we have everything. I think I put in everything for Al and Sunny, so I think you're good. With that, let's jump back into the Feywild. Woohoo! I'm prepared. I'm queuing up my music. I know what I'm doing. Everything's fine. So last we left our wonderfully weird Feywild. Friday Florig, a very uptight, straight-laced half-orc guard from Ravnico, had been pulled into the Feywild by a mysterious force. After wandering around for a bit, Friday has realized that said mysterious force is innately tied to the Feywild's queen, possibly, and has been since on a mission to repair time and find a way back home, because in this version of the Feywild, time and space are one and the same instead of distinct entities. Her latest escapades led her to Starlight City, the urban capital of the Feywild, sort of a very raucous partying place filled with casinos and bars and theaters and galas and all the glitz and glamour you could possibly imagine. Their
Thank
adventure...
you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Perception Studio, and all of your felt friends. Thank you so much. Welcome in.
Your last escapade did in fact lead you to one of these casinos. The casino named Snake Eyes, run by the magnanimous Sixer. A very interesting character, and also one of the pieces Friday needed to fix the clock. After dealing with the casino's grimy insides and helping Sixer with a little problem in the casino's basement, the piece of the clock has been retrieved, and Friday is once again on her way to finding the next number. But we won't start with Friday. We'll actually start somewhere else. Somewhere else in the Feywild, in that sort of liminal space between planes, where things sort of start to blur. Floos. You wake up, and it's sort of a very familiar feeling. A feeling you haven't felt in quite some time, but familiar nonetheless. This sort of warm sunlight sort of emanating from your core. When you open your eyes, you are in this beautiful blooming garden, very familiar to you. These almost opalescent pathways lining these beautiful hedges with multicolored roses and other blossoms sort of sprouting from them. As you sort of open your eyes and adjust, you know this place is the place you had first entered into the Feywild, and sort of sitting on your hand in front of you is this image of almost a holographic image of a golden sparrow, a little mechanical in nature. On its chest is a symbol that is half a sun and half a moon, where that half that is the sun is higher than the moon. And this sort of golden holograph of a bird sort of looks at you and blinks.
I look down at this little image and say, "Now, who you from, little one?"
The lady sent me. You are her. You are her friend. You are her friend.
Friends, definitely a word.
She
Do you
said
need something?
She wants to talk with you. And this little golden image of a bird sort of alights from your palm and sort of flies off down the path.
I'm quickly going to grab my belongings and fly off after it.
Yep. You can sort of fly. You can see as this little bird sort of flies, you kind of fly up over this garden, and you can see almost in this space there are these floating islands of dirt just sort of hovering in the sky. You can see these long draped hedges sort of falling off the edges of these islands like waterfalls made of verdant green and iridescent blue, just sort of tumbling off. This small bird sort of leads up to one of these higher islands and alights into a small gazebo made out of this like a dusky pink marble interwoven with these golden veins. And inside you can see something that looks very similar to your patron, except their image is it's that same sort of golden holograph color, and it's missing pieces. There are pieces, it looks like almost like a shattered doll, or pieces are broken and missing. You can see this little golden image of a bird sort of flit, and there's a light sort of noise, and the image of the bird sort of dissolves and melts and forms one of the hands of this image. And she sort of waves over at you and gestures for you to take a seat next to her.
I'm putting on the rest of my clothing as I go to sit next to her.
Yes. She doesn't seem to notice. Or if she does, she just doesn't care. And she sort of sits and goes, "Hi, it's been a while. Sorry for this. This isn't what I normally want to look like, but how are you?"
Well, I just woke up to a beautiful sight, so I'm doing just fine.
Right.
What can I do
okay.
for you?
And you could see she sort of leans back and sort of looks out over the edge of the gazebo. So, this is odd. It's been quite a while since I helped you, and I think I might need a favor in not being this anymore. And she sort of gestures to that sort of shattered, glowing appearance.
Sure thing. How can I help?
Well, my sister has roped someone else into one of her games again, and well, to be fair, they're doing pretty well. But I think she's getting a little pissed off. The last person I sent to help got turned into a hamster, so I'm calling in you. You'll know her when you see her. She's very obviously not from the Feywild. Just make sure she doesn't die, and also try and put me back together. You'll need this. And she holds out her hand and places something sort of about yay big, flat and cold, sort of presses it into your palm. And when you look at it, it's a clock face. Some of the numbers are missing. The stained glass is a little broken, almost mirroring her sort of broken form. Just keep an eye on that. It'll probably help.
Understood. And I take it and put it into one of the pockets in my waistcoat.
Okay, and then she sort of pauses, and then there's a sort of shimmering in the air, and you can see almost this gateway open up, and this little image of a child sort of almost like the sort of that same sort of golden holographic image. And this small child sort of bounds up and goes to whisper into the lady's ear. Really? Are you sure? Right now? They already... Oh, okay. Well, that's good. That's... Okay, you go and then... Yeah. Fun. Okay, yeah. Alright, Flus, you might want to hold on to your stomach. This might feel a little weird.
Oh no.
And then she sort of just like snaps her fingers and there's this bright sort of flash of light. And you feel your stomach flip. And you wake up.
What do I see around me?
It is definitely... it's kind of dreary and dark. You can see there's little globules of light sort of idly spinning up in the rafters. It's sort of this dingy looking warehouse with like pillow forts made of really raggedy sort of old comforters and these sort of moth-eaten cushions sort of like piled up everywhere. You're kind of lying on one. It's very kind of dark and you can hear outside sort of the rustle of city. This isn't where you fell asleep. You're kind of used to the hopping between fairy circles. This feels similar to that, but also you feel kind of nauseous.
Do I see a door?
There is a door. There is also a sort of this small squat looking creature, like these big eyes and these long pointy ears, the sort of almost a bluish skin color, just sort of hovering over you.
Hi there.
Hi!
Tell me, are you sensitive to light?
Oh, I found you lying face down in the street, so I brought you here so you wouldn't get run over.
Well, thank you kindly. I may have to leave. I'm considering throwing up in your corner, and that seems rude now.
I mean, yeah, there's a vomit bucket over there. Hey, Caligula, Score! The new one's awake! Come over here! He's awake!
And this small, like, gremlin blue creature just sort of violently gestures to a dark corner. Score, Caligula.
He's awake!
Yeah, he's awake! Finally! It took him long enough!
I just rush in.
What do you look like? What does Score look like?
I am a blue jay Aarakocra. Extremely short.
Finally.
Terribly short. Maybe just borderline taller than a gnome, I think. And probably wearing... He probably thinks he looks great, but he's wearing very tattered, really basic, like, robes right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got a little... The fanciest thing about him is probably his rapier that you can guess probably doesn't belong to him, but he has it.
And then what does Caligula... Am I saying it right? Caligula? Hold on, I think you might be frozen.
Frozen, yeah.
Oh.
Caligula, yeah. She is about 10 inches tall. Yep.
Oh, there's lag. Okay.
We got she's about 10 inches
Can you
tall.
guys see me
That's
now?
what we got to. Yeah, we heard up to about there. Let's see if we might be having
no.
some connectivity problems.
Okay.
Yeah.
No worries. Flus, what do you look like actually? As they run into this room, what do they see lying on this sort of matted pallet of cushions and pillows?
They see this 5-foot-tall pigeon with white and pink feathers, wearing this blue waistcoat with a vest and trousers underneath, with a very long, tall, and brimmed hat covering his face. Not a smile. His beaky smile.
Yeah, I think so. Skull is just staring at Floss very suspiciously, hand on the handle of his rapier, do we trust? Why did we bring this guy inside?
Well, he was about to get run over by a cart, and I figure, if I save him, then he owes me something, and I'm kinda indisposed at the moment, so I figured he'd be good to take my place in the thing you want to do.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. You owe us now.
Yeah, you owe us now!
Sure. I need to ask, are any of you not from the Feywild?
No, I'm from here. I don't know about you, Score. Where are you from? I never really asked, because I don't really care.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I don't think I've asked you either, actually. I'm, as far as I can remember, I've been here all my life. So yeah, I guess so.
That's good enough. That's good enough.
Yeah.
Hi! What's your name?
Floos.
Hi, Flus!
Floos. Well, Floos, you owe us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of saved your life, so you kind of owe
Yeah,
us
no,
your
we
life now.
definitely saved your life. There was definitely a cart definitely about to run you over.
Yeah.
And what is it you need my help with?
Wait, what was it we needed help with again?
Oh, yeah, you wanted to cause absolute fucking chaos.
Oh, yeah. We wanted to cause absolute fucking chaos, and we need
Yeah.
more hands for it. More hands, more chaos.
I can't do it right now because I kind of got double pranked and now my arms are snakes, so...
And you
Oh,
sort of see this
yeah.
thing shrug, and it's just like two flopping like eels just sort of.
I'm kind of stuck here, so... Yeah, there's like this really shiny... this shiny like ball going on. It's really shiny and really prim and proper. And I wanna rig it up. So, yep. But I can't because I got snake arms. So you gotta do it for me now because I saved your life.
And then sort of wiggles the snake arms.
Question, did you help me out before or after you had the snake arms? Did you bite me with snakes?
Do I have to answer that question?
I'm gonna look over my clothing and my body for snake bites.
Roll me an investigation check.
Sure thing. That's definitely a thing that I am skilled in and did not skimp out on when it comes to my proficiencies. Nope, I am definitely good at that.
Okay, a 13 isn't bad. You do see a couple of no skin marks, or you can see a couple of your like your shedding feathers. The loose ones have a little bit of a couple of puncture marks in them. They're not like fang marks. They're more just kind of like this like when things without teeth try and bite something. It's sort of that gummy nomming marks on bits of your clothing and some of your feathers. But you do notice on a 13 though a small mechanical bird sort of sitting on the window. Very similar to the one that had greeted you when you had met your lady. Sort of that same mechanical sparrow, except this isn't very golden. It has that same symbol on its chest, half a sun, half a moon, with the sun higher than the moon, and it's sort of looking at you.
So, seeing as you gummed me with some snakes, I feel like it kind of evens out. But I tell you what, I got a favor that I need you to do for me, and then I'll do you one to cause some absolute chaos, was it?
Yeah.
Absolute fucking chaos.
Yeah, no, the
Right.
effort is very important.
Yeah.
Right. So tell you what, you follow me right quick. I have to follow that little bird, and then I'll help you out. Sound fair?
We saved your life.
Yes, but now I'm covered by snake gum.
Oh, it's not that bad. They don't have teeth, right?
Pulls one up, then gets immediately bitten in the face with his own arm.
Yes, they do
Whatever
have
gets
teeth,
old.
and I have hollow bones.
Oh, you're fine. See, I'm fine.
Has like half its face eaten. I'm fine.
Fine.
Oh god, that was a good prank.
Sure.
Yeah, I
But-
guess we'll help you. We'll help you follow the bird, I
Thank you
guess.
kindly. I'm gonna go chase that little gold bird.
Okay, and you can follow that gold bird, and we're going to pan away to Friday. Friday, at some point, you lost 12.
I did.
Somewhere in between saying goodbye to Ronnie and getting him back to the Rose Court, and seeing the other two off to wherever they were going. The 12 disappeared off your shoulder, which is odd because 12 usually sticks by you really closely, and all of a sudden just up and left.
Did I like see them fly away?
Roll me a perception check, or use your passive if you'd like.
I mean, I rarely do.
I know, that's why I figured I'd offer, but... Well,
Whoa.
yes, you saw them fly away. You saw quite a good, you rolled. Is this continuing the nat 20 streak from last episode? Cause, golly gee.
I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, on a nat 20, you do feel 12 sort of like straighten up on your shoulder, and then without a word, like alight and just soar off. You are able to follow him with a little bit with your eyes, but because this bird is so small and it is sort of almost diving through these winding streets, you can sort of chase after 12, but you get to the heart of the city, and you start seeing these massive buildings sort of rising up. You can see the things get higher and higher. You can see like almost flying carts pulled by like winged creatures sort of soaring up in lanes above you. You can see these tall like crystalline spires rising up as you start to get to the heart of the city. The crowds get a little thicker, and you're able to sort of push your way through. You're still able to track 12. But they're getting 12 has wings. 12 is soaring higher and higher and higher, and there you can't necessarily follow. And there's a little sort of blip of gold light, and you can see, and all of a sudden 12 sort of just disappears. You do also, however, on a nat 20, sort of see that golden child sort of peer around an alley and wave at you.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna be chasing 12. Like 12, come back. Where are you going? You can't just leave. I've somehow forgotten Friday's accent, but I think this is close. Friday. 12. And when it disappears, I'll see the child. I'm going to point at it and stalk towards it. You.
Waves.
Do you have anything to do with this?
Sort of does a thinky face. Shrugs.
That gold light that 12 disappeared by, was that anything to do with you?
Sort of shrugs and does the sort of motion.
That's not very helpful.
She sort of moves her mouth and there's no sound coming out, so...
I don't have magic. That'd be silly to... Okay. Did you intend to make 12 disappear?
Thinks, nods a little, and then sort of pauses, almost as if listening to something, and then nods more vigorously.
Okay. Why did you want 12 to disappear? Were you doing this because someone told you to?
Nods.
Okay. Was that person someone I know?
Shakes.
Is it someone that I know about?
Does a very sort of thinky face at you. And almost like gets really close to, like, I mean, look, this kid is short, so can't really get close to your face, but gets like about this close to you and looking up at you very intently. And then shrugs and then keeps walking past you.
I'm going to do the guardsman's hand on shoulder. the hang on a minute, Sunny.
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
A dex save, my goodness. Does it have to be dexterity? I mean, I have athletics. I'm really crap at dexterity.
No, it's dexterity.
That's an 8.
Your hand goes right through her shoulder.
Through it.
Yes. You're sort of she looks at you, and she clearly felt it, and then she just sort of waves, and then keeps walking.
I hate the Feywild.
Do you follow, or does she just sort of... Do you let her wander off?
I mean, I have no other leads at the minute, so I might as well follow them.
Okay. You're able to follow. I'll keep that nat 20. You're able to follow this child sort of bouncing very much, almost like that shooting star. You can tell almost this little child goes through some of the people you're walking around.
Does
You
anyone
can tell,
else
like...
seem to see them?
Nope.
Yeah.
And you can sort of see her stop all of a sudden, and then sort of look back at you, wave really excitedly, and then gesture over.
Gesturing at what?
Gesture over, like, down an alleyway.
Yeah, I'll go and look down the alleyway they're gesturing to.
And then she sort of looks and points up at a little flyer.
As in a piece of paper, not like a bird.
Yes.
Okay, I will look at the flyer.
And it has a picture of two women, both sort of coppery skin, golden freckles, very, very, very long black hair flowing all the way almost down to their feet, standing together, back to back. And around their necks are two necklaces that join together as one, and they form the Roman numeral 2 in the center. There's a little bit of Sylvan text about essentially performance sisters and how they're going to be appearing at the at a gala sometime soon. But the child is very much excitedly pointing at the necklace.
Is something important about the necklace? Hang on, does the necklace have the symbol?
No, it's a number. It's the number 2.
Oh, number 2. Great.
And then points to herself.
You're number 2?
Nods.
You are not a number. No, you are a number.
Nods.
Number 2.
And then points to the necklace, and then points to herself, and then and just mouths without any sound coming out.
That's your necklace.
Nods.
Been stolen
Nods.
by these performers.
Does a kinda, and then nods.
And you want to get it back.
Nods.
And this is to do with 12 disappearing.
Sort of does a squint. And then sort of perks up, and then almost puts a hand to her ear as if listening to something. And then goes through a wall and disappears. And there's a little blip of gold, and you see 12 reappear and flutter down to you.
Where on earth have you been?
I found some help. And at that moment, Floose and Score, as you follow this tiny mechanical bird, you can see it sort of soar down into this alleyway and perch on the shoulder of a half-orc. Friday, what do you look like?
Friday is wearing the raiment of a Ravnica guards person. So a chest plate, sort of a chainmail kilt, high-heeled boots, and she's a bold-featured half-orc with quite small tusks and long, dreaded hair, held back by a band, I think. Nice, like a leather band, maybe. She kind of... It looks like maybe once she might have known how to smile.
Hello, Friday. I found you friends.
You found new friends. Good work.
No, I found you friends.
Oh. Hello, friends.
I'm peeking over, like, we followed your birds. Now do you owe us?
Sure, I owe you one favor for chaos. Hi there.
Hi.
Are you the person looking at Friday now? Are you the person not from here?
Yes, I'm trying to fix time so I can get home.
Floos takes off his hat and bows, and you see a couple of cookies fall out of the hat. Hi there. My name is Floos, and I've been commanded by my lady to give you a hand.
Really appreciate that.
12
That's-
immediately dives for the cookies.
I think so.
12 is
So does
also-
Score.
12 is also a mechanical bird who doesn't eat but has those bird instincts, so just dive bombs the cookies and just thunk.
Yeah, I didn't know your bird friend talked. That could be.
I talk a lot.
Is it always this kind of creepy?
Yes.
Okay. My name is Score, and I found your bird. You owe me.
Oh, you what exactly?
Help to cause absolute fucking chaos.
Ah, now I can't really help you there.
Yeah, yes, you can.
You see, I'm an avatar of law and justice. I make the
Yes.
laws where I'm from. I pull out my Ravnica, like my badge.
Well, I don't know what that means, but I don't think you make the laws here, do you?
Yeah, I
I
just
don't
stare at
know.
it like, where's that?
12 at the ground also stares at it like, yo, how long have we been here? Why do you keep trying to pull that out? You know that means nothing.
Look, it was a base background feat, and I'm really trying to milk it for what it's worth.
Excuse me, let me break meta.
That's like holding up a badge of law that says badge of law on a piece of paper.
Doesn't.
Essentially.
Yeah. I don't know what that thing means, but yeah, you owe me now. So we're gonna cause chaos. My name's Score. Did I say that? I can't remember if I said that.
Score.
Score. Yes.
Okay, Mackenzie.
Pleasure to meet you, Score. And do you wish to cause chaos because you have something to settle?
I'm doing it because I just enjoy it. But it's also like a plan that my friends and I have. So there's that as well.
Yeah, was there an end goal, or was it just for shiz and giggles?
I think there's an end goal, but I don't really listen to it.
As a member of the Lark Court, your entire operandum is essentially pranks, but not like bordering on a harmful pranks. You are the troublemakers and tricksters of the Feywild. You thrive on chaos. So essentially causing chaos at a big gala that is ruled over by some of the more uptight courts is a big boon for power for you.
Yeah, we enjoy causing chaos, my friends and I, and we have a plan that is going to cause the most chaos we've caused in a long time. But we need more people because we kind of played a prank on ourselves, and some of our members ended up with snake forearms. So you're their replacements.
Snakes for arms.
Yes.
It happens.
Of course, yes, it happens. Feywild.
It looked really funny.
Well, I mean, it was funny up until he bit himself in the face, and that became hilarious.
Ha ha ha.
We're gonna fit in
ha.
around here. So do you wanna? Is that a yes? Like, I already got Floos here. Are you gonna help?
May I steer the direction of the chaos a little?
No.
Maybe give a light suggestion.
Okay, I guess. I'm not really. Okay.
These two. I point at the flyer with the two people. Let's cause chaos around them. They have a necklace I want.
Do I recognize the people in the flyer?
Roll me a history check.
History.
Flus, you are welcome to as well, but if you would like. If not, then you don't have to.
That's a 17.
Well,
I told you I don't know.
Score, you don't recognize the people. You do, however, recognize the event on the flyer. It is they are performing at the big gala you had intended to cause chaos at.
Oh, yeah, you can totally steer us there because we weren't going there in the first place. Yeah, we can do it there.
Flus on a 17. You do recognize these people. You've been in the Feywild a lot. You recognize them as favored, like not like a cabinet essentially, or like advisors, because the Fae Sovereign kind of does what she wants and doesn't listen to anyone. But if there were advisors and friends at that level, that's who these two are.
So yeah, I'm fine with you steering the chaos, and actually just do the air quotes towards them. It sounds like fun.
New friend, do you know who it is you're trying to steal from?
Anyone and everyone, to be honest.
Well, Sko, I know Hugh. I'm referring to our new friend.
No,
wait, are you trying to steal things as well? I thought you said you're the law.
Oh, no, I'm not trying to steal things. I'm trying to repair things. You see, that necklace is the number 2.
Oh, okay, I see how it is. See, Sko, they don't think they're going to steal it. They know they're going to steal it.
I prefer liberate.
Yeah. I remember someone saying that before. They still ended up in prison. It didn't work.
And also, as you have so kindly pointed out, there is no law here, so I'm not breaking the law at all.
I believe what I said was, you don't make the laws here.
That's true. Are there laws here?
I assume so, on some level.
Yes, both of you who have lived in the Feywild know long enough. There are laws. There are ruling bodies. There is the Fae Sovereign, who essentially dictates everything. Laws are essentially on a case-by-case basis. A lot of it is based on the idea of favors. So you do something for me, I do something for you, and if you don't pay up your end of the favor, then we send people after you, sort of deal. Generally, that's about it. But you do know there is a Fae Sovereign, and if you cheat someone or mix up on a bargain, the Fae Sovereign may come after you and may put you in jail or prison, or and it's not fun. People don't usually come out of that.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. We'll steal for you. As long as you help us steal and cause absolute fucking chaos.
Yes.
Is
That's kind of
there
a
a
mantra.
difference between absolute chaos and absolute F-word chaos?
It's the absolute chaos, absolute fucking chaos. Absolute fucking chaos is better chaos. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of clear.
All right, so chaos +1.
Yes.
All right,
Okay.
so when shall we adjourn?
I probably should take you back to HQ, I guess, to at least tell you what we have planned with the rest of us. Yeah, follow me. And I'm gonna try and fly back to where we found and kind of dragged Floss into.
New friend, can you fly at all?
Oh yeah. Oh, him?
Him.
Her.
Sorry.
Her.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
How much do you weigh?
With or without weapons?
With all that you got right now.
Probably around. What units are you familiar with?
Yes.
Maybe
Primarily
Anyway.
apples. How many apples do you weigh?
I'd probably weigh around, with weapons and armor, 300, 350 pounds.
That's about 297 more apples I can carry. Let's walk.
Oh. Okay, I guess we'll walk.
Perhaps
I'm just-
the
I
two
just-
of you, if the two of you could carry my weight together, perhaps you could, like...
No.
I'm flattered you may think that I'm some paragon of might, but if I can introduce you to my true profession, I take out a trumpet.
Yes,
Oh.
you take out a trumpet.
Heavy lifting is not my forte.
How fancy looking does this trumpet look?
It looks dented and a little rusted.
Oh, okay. Okay, in that case, Score is very disappointed when you pull it out. It's like, oh, okay.
This appears to be a trumpet made to make the worst music possible.
Oh no. Can you put that away, please?
I mean,
Kind of embarrassed
sure.
walking around with you holding.
I put the trumpet away. And then I guess lead the way, Score?
Yeah, I'll lead the way.
Yeah, you're able to go back. With it takes a little bit longer because you're not able to fly and follow 12. But Score, you've lived in this city long enough as a Lark Court sleeper agent. Essentially, you know your way around these streets. You're able to go back. Friday, what Score leads you to is a completely busted and sad-looking warehouse.
Home sweet home.
Okay, brilliant, wonderful. This looks lovely.
A small head pops out through one of the windows, with a snake still attached to its face.
Oh, hey, you found another!
Yeah, they owe me now as well. I got two people to
I'm
us.
so proud of you!
And tries to clap hands, but it's just two snakes slapping together.
That's the snake guy.
That's slightly disturbing.
It
That
was
was a really good prank!
you had to be there. You just had to be there. Anyway, come on in. And I was walking.
Yeah, I can't open the door. You're gonna have to open it.
Yeah.
Or
I
go
don't
through
think
the
you could
window.
Yeah, so I pull open the door, walks in. I look very proud of the place, even though it's terrible.
And Calicula, as you have been attempting to help your little Lark Court leader detach his snake arm from his face, Score walks in followed by the bird, the Aarakocra that Snake Arms had found, and a tall-looking half-orc in very pristine-looking plate armor with a mechanical bird on her shoulder.
Nice bird.
Thank you.
Very. Okay, what's going on? Did I miss?
Okay. Look, so you know how there's that Scala thing that we were about to, like, not blow up, but also kind of blow up? So that's tonight. But I clearly can't do anything because I've got half a snake to my face. So this one
Points to Flues.
owes me for saving his life, so he's gotta help. I don't know what this one's here for, but they
Oh.
seem cool.
I
Points to Friday.
found her bird, so now she owes me.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Would you
Do
like
you
some
need
of-
help with the snake on your face?
I was about to offer the same thing.
You can try. He's really licking my eyeball right now.
If the snake dies, what happens to
Yeah.
you?
Oh, you want to find out?
Sure. I cast Thorn Whip on the snake.
Okay, roll me an attack roll.
Oh no.
I was just going to try soothing it.
22 to
Yeah,
hit.
a 22 definitely hits.
8 piercing, and I pull it 10 feet towards me.
You were able to pull the snake off this person's face. It doesn't have any teeth, so it doesn't leave any marks. It is just kind of, you could see like slobber as it sort of flies towards you. It's very much like a limp balloon animal that just sort of like, and then you can see it sort of flop and nom like at the ground, like in its thorn whip, just nap, 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 nap.
Wait, does he still have his arm on, or did that come
Oh
off?
yeah, no, the arm is still on.
Okay.
The arm is still on.
Huh.
That's just gonna be. It's gonna be there for maybe like 5 minutes, and then it's gonna jump right back onto his face. It was kind of pointless.
Well, that's 5 minutes of no snake on the face.
I heard snake saliva is really good for the skin though, so like
Sort of starts rubbing it all over his face.
You are already glowing.
thank you.
He's not really.
Roll me a deception check.
You. I do try.
And then tries to flip hair that definitely does not have with the other snake that just sort of flops.
Okay, so like you've got like a couple hours till the party. I don't know how you're gonna get there. I don't have any invitations because they ate them. So good luck. I don't know what to do with this deflated one.
Just like wrap it. It can be a scarf.
Like
It's trying so hard not to break.
Ah, yes, the perfect scarf.
Don't, some people, wear animal skins as decoration here. They do it at home.
Very
is this
in this season.
considered decoration when it's part of your arm?
Sorry, try again.
Is that decoration when it's like part of your arm? Or is it just, I don't know, flop? I haven't named them yet. I think this one's gonna be Billy, and this one's gonna be John.
Oh,
Billy and John?
Yeah, Billy's the sad one, deflated one right now. Can you let him go of your thorn whip?
Yeah, sure. I let go of the thorn whip.
It just still flops on the ground, really like limp ballooning.
oh no! I think he killed his. You know what? Never mind. We probably should start thinking about how we're gonna get into that gala. I
mean,
can.
they look really official, so she could probably get you in.
I'm going. Okay. Can you get us in?
I can try.
I was talking to the half orc.
Yeah, Friday.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you could too if the guards love candy.
Gods love
That's
candy.
true. Something to make it look like candy. I just reach into my apron pocket. Have a bunch of candy, bunch of chocolates there. Think we can bribe them?
I mean, it's worth a try. If we can't, we punch them until they do let us in. I think that's.
We can try bribing.
Any objections?
We can try bribing them.
I don't have any money.
But we do have candy.
Without. Okay, I'm up for it. Let's do it.
I mean,
Alright.
the only other way I can think of is for us to fly in, but that leaves two of us on the ground.
Yeah. When did you say you could fly? You said not yet. I'm looking at Friday when I say this. I'm looking up at Friday probably.
When did I say I could fly?
Yeah, you said not yet. So you can eventually fly? How does that work?
I don't know. I just assume that here in the Feywild anything is possible, so perhaps I could fly at some point. All sorts of weird magical phenomena have been happening to me since I got here. Darkness seems to cast at random pretty much every 4 or 5 hours. When I hit people, random lightning seems to surge and strike me. I imagine it's only a matter of time until fly happens.
Well,
Have you tried? We have a lot of tables and desks you can try jumping off of.
We also have roofs.
I don't quite feel like throwing myself off a roof.
Sounds boring. Okay, well I guess we have to bribe him.
Sure. May I please have the pieces of candy?
Okay, I go ahead and give it to him.
How
Are
many
these-
pieces do I have?
Yeah, and then I know you are specifically a gingerbread witch. So are these
Mhm.
special candies?
Yeah, these are special
Oh,
candies.
Okay.
Pretty much beguile. They pretty much beguile people who eat them.
Okay.
They're charmed by you, basically. Is how that works.
Okay. Perfect.
Um,
Yeah. You can take the candies, and unless there's anything else you'd like to like root around in this hideout for, anything else you want to prep before causing prank chaos, you can head over to where the gala is.
oh wait, no, I definitely would. I don't know if I already have him, but could I scrounge around for like ball bearings or a sack of marbles? Because
Yes, you can. I'll say this is like Prank Warehouse Central, so
Yeah.
pretty much anything you can like reasonably imagine that you could pull like a prank with, you can find here. So like, is there Fae silly string here? Probably.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna go for
Are
that
there
as well.
stink bombs? Definitely.
Oh, okay. I want to go for. I don't want to get too much, but I will get ball
Okay.
bearings and can I get a face stink bomb? I don't know what that does, but I want
We'll find out. Yeah, totally. Click. Do you want anything else other than your candies?
I'll go ahead and take a look around and see what they've got around here. See,
Okay.
like either like firecrackers, maybe.
Roll
Do
me
we
an
have any
investigation. Let's see what you can scrounge up.
Okay, investigations with intelligence.
Yes.
Okay, I have a 13.
13. You are able to find a couple. Like, they're rockets essentially, so they are firecrackers. They're very much the kind that you light and then they launch
Bigger.
somewhere.
How big are these firecrackers? I'm only 10 inches tall, so that might be a problem.
We'll say because this is the Feywild and there are a lot of creatures who are only around 10 inches tall. They are like Fey size, so they're about the size of a crayon.
That'll work. I'll go ahead and grab like five of them and then just stuff them
Yes.
into my apron pockets. That'll work.
Yes.
That'll work. Okay.
Did Floos, Friday, you are also welcome to scrounge around because I really don't think Snake Arms is gonna stop you.
While they're going around gathering supplies, I'm going to take out my world's worst trumpet
Okay.
and just perform.
Okay.
Just the most terrible song I can think of. No rhythm, no in-tune notes, no real flow to it. Like a cacophony of marbles falling down the stairs. It's just awful to hear and give you some level of anxiety.
You actually know how to play that.
Yes, poorly and beautifully.
Why did you? So that was a choice. What you did
Yes.
just now.
A very active choice indeed.
Ugh.
Did you hate it?
Yes. Yeah.
Is it?
Do you hate us? Is that? Did we get off on the wrong foot?
Is that what it's supposed to do?
Well, this one sure.
Oh God.
I tell him like, oh, we should not have saved him. We shouldn't have saved him.
Hey, bad music is good chaos.
That's true. If I'm cringing, then they will.
Yeah, see?
You never know
See?
when
You
you'll
get
never
it?
know. You'll never know when you need a diversion somewhere.
You get it as the snake sort of flops in your direction.
I pull out my waistcoat and reveal 3 more trumpets.
No.
I have
You're
this bad one,
dangerous man.
a backup bad one, a good one, and another backup bad one.
So you have 3 bad ones and 1 good one.
Yes.
That's a bit worrying. Does that mean you use the bad one frequently enough to need a backup? But
No,
not
it
the good
means
one?
sometimes my audience breaks the bad one. I have to play another one.
Oh.
Ah.
Yeah, you'll make for a good distraction.
Yeah. We can use that as a distraction somewhere. That'll work. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I run out with 2 face stink bombs in my hand. I'm like, I'm ready. Is everyone else ready?
I just imagine you go, let's go, and you're like
Let's
3
go.
feet tall, and then just like Wile E. Coyote through the wall. Like, woo!
That scene in Avatar where the guy lights up like 3 candles. We got 10 hours now.
Friday, was there anything you wanted to look for here? Or are you just enjoying the?
Friday is staring in disbelief at Flus. She also doesn't really have a musical ear, so she's also staring in disbelief at everyone else as well. She's not really sure. I'm sure this is fine. It was the idea of having free backup bad things that most disturbed her.
Yeah, I think it disturbed everyone in the room.
You don't want to look around for any like stink bombs or silly string or
No,
firecrackers.
That might well be stealing. I wouldn't do such a thing.
You're not stealing, you're borrowing.
You're liberating.
Okay, that'll work.
I learned it from her.
I'm good. I just Do you busk? Does this?
Yes, not with the bad one if I want money. For that one, I'd use the bagpipes.
The bagpipes.
I have bagpipes, yes.
Bagpipes?
See,
As
Bagpipes.
in bagpipes with chanter and bagpipes?
I mean, it's a bag that someone put pipes in and somehow it makes music. I don't quite understand it, but I can play it.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, fair enough, I guess. Can you just like not play the bad one around us? In the gala, go wild.
I will give you 3% of a guarantee that I will not play the bad one near you.
It's not 0, so I'm okay with it.
At least give us some warning before you start playing that stuff.
Sure thing. I'm about to play the bad stuff.
Oh no.
I don't know. Is this maybe something that would do well here?
The people in the Feywild know. No.
No, but I'm not an artist or musician. I can't tell a musician what to do or how bad they are, even if they are terrible.
You know, in a strange way, I think it's kind of beautiful.
Yeah, it is strange.
Flus
Like-
gives Friday just a...
Are you trying to express yourself? Is it a pure form of expression?
No, clearly not.
Oh.
I'm gorgeous. What I made was horrendous.
Oh.
Uh,
I really tried.
I understand. And your effort is appreciated. However, we should go make some chaos. We're going to make some chaos.
I'm
Absolute
imagining this
fucking chaos to keep getting.
conversation happening on the way towards the gala, and as you say, I'm gorgeous. That was hideous. And you start approaching these sort of more regal looking carriages, and you start seeing this sort of ivory, almost castle-like museum sort of rising up in the distance. That is where we're going to take our break.
Oh my goodness, is it
So-
hey,
break
Oh.
time already?
Yeah.
Oh, that was quick.
Damn, time is flying, y'all. Well, thank you very much. We will be back in 5 minutes. We're going to grab drinks, stretch, bio, all of that good stuff, and we recommend that you do the same. See you in 5. Welcome back, everyone. We will carry on. Thank you very much, the Lady Tiefling, for rolling that Arcana, weird Arcana for us. We're also at 19 retweets, so the next retweet will also gift a weird Arcana. But with little more to do, let's hand back over to Mackenzie.
Am I I'm not muted. Awesome. Okay. So we'll say you as you've been talking about Flus's life choices to play trumpet and stuff. You approach where the gala is being held, and you can sort of tell where the gala is being held just by the amount of fanfare around. You can see like this sort of glittering opalescent carpet being rolled out, and the equivalent of like limousines and fanciful carriages sort of rolling up. You can see numerous patrons in both these sort of elegant flowing gowns sort of stepping out. Some are flying in like as their little pixies are sort of soaring in, they're walking in. Others are almost like hovering very gently on like gusts of wind as they sort of ride in very ostentatiously. And you can approach, you can see sort of between these very Grecian columns, you can see a couple elvish looking guards standing watch. They kind of have they're the nicest pressed uniforms you've seen in the Feywild, and this is the first time you've ever seen two people dressed exactly the same. A sort of very dark purple dusky colored uniform with these shining silver buttons, like this black obsidian pauldron on a shoulder, and large obsidian swords, just sort of, or not necessarily large, but very long and thin, rapier-esque, sort of standing at the entrance.
I think so Score's definitely, he doesn't look much better, but it's definitely improvement of what you saw him wearing at the beginning when you first met him. So he probably got changed before he headed out. And he's looking around the place. So Friday, why did you want to target here?
Well, as I mentioned, I'm trying to fix time, and I believe this is the next step.
Yeah, you mentioned something about something being 2.
Yeah, the necklace is the number 2.
How many parts are there?
Well, there's 12, like a clock face. I've already
12 from your shoulder goes, hello?
Yep, see, there's 12.
Oh, I checked the broken clock that I was handed. Any change?
It looks exactly the same as you had gotten it, but when you pulled this out, you also noticed Friday gestures 2 o'clock on their wrist. Looks almost exactly the same, except hers is the edges are made of black iron, and yours is edged in gold. So, but you can see the same numbers are missing in that sort of broken, shattered clock face looking thing. I believe the numbers that are missing are 1, 2, 4, 7, and 11.
When Friday says they're trying to fix time, does that mean anything to me?
Roll a history check. I don't know, does it?
May I roll a history check?
Oh yeah, you can.
Oh no, I did say that my character was an idiot, so I guess it fits.
Okay, on a 4? Nah.
No.
What's time? Time's a construct. Time doesn't matter. Could time be broken? Possibly, but you also know time doesn't really matter in the Feywild. You haven't had time exist in a while, so shrug. On a 15, Flus, you know that time and space are essentially one and the same. Clocks are essentially compasses in the Feywild. They are very inextricably tied with direction and being able to go from one place to another. You've known from when you have seen a Feywild that has not been broken necessarily. It was very, very, very long ago when you first entered into the Feywild and picked up your college. You remember something happening that caused the distance relationships within the Feywild to get a little broken and shattered, where certain portals and fairy circles would pop up in random places and sort of swap you from here and there. That's been for almost as long as you can remember, but you do, on a 15, you do remember a time before things were broken, and that was around the time you met your lady, your patron.
Well, I guess we're going to fix time by liberating something for you.
Generally, when I get it in my possession, it makes its way into the watch somehow, and then a little bit more of the sky goes normal.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You're going to go into a fancy party, steal a thing, slam it into your watch, and the sky will be fixed. Are you sure you're not from here?
No, I'm just affected by here.
Sorry, Hildy's tail swatting you in the face and killing me.
Sure. So I have the candy, and I see the guards.
Yes, you see the guards. You also see, and Friday, you'll notice this. One of the women from the poster you had seen, very tall. That sort of coppery skin, golden freckles, long black hair, and now in this very long, neat plate, studded with diamonds sparkling like the night sky, and this very long dark blue dress that sort of trails off into silver. And you can see around her neck, sort of on this long pendant, is one half of the two necklace. And she sort of walks in, sort of waves very elegantly to the guards, and proceeds into the gala.
All right. I'm going to take out all my jewelry and put it on very rapidly.
Okay.
It's 2 rings and a necklace and some wrist cuffs.
Okay.
Okay, everybody. We're going to go for some performance here. So could everybody please remember your parts of being absolutely quiet? And please follow me.
Okay.
I with the group, I rush over to the guards.
Okay. Do you rush over casually or?
I walk. I brush over with like a very brisk, worried strut.
Okay, roll me a performance or deception.
26.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
Damn.
This is the best it's all, everyone looks and you're like, how did this person who just played a terrible trumpet do such an excellent strut?
Bird things. I rush over to the guards and I start talking to them. Excuse me, I need to be with the missus. I was a little delayed, and I'm worried that she doesn't remember that I'm supposed to be at her side this evening.
And you can see this guard how tall is Floos?
5 feet.
So this guard sort of squats down at you and is like, all right, did you got the invitation from her?
No, I rushed out the door to try and be here. I forgot it at home. Please, it's me, my guard, his secondary miniature guard, and the maid. Please, it's of utmost importance for us to be in there. I can make it worth your while. Can I roll persuasion with that?
I was gonna say persuasion or deception.
Ooh, they're equal. 16.
This guard kind of squints at you, looks at the candy, and goes, all right. I mean, and then sort of looks at the other one and tries to like shift his body so that like the other guard can't see. I mean, all right. Does it have to be like all of you, or do you really need the second guard and the main? Why do you have such an entourage?
It's because I'm a very, very important musician and performer. It's pivotal that I be at her side. I'm supposed to accentuate all of her sentences.
What is everyone else doing as this is going on?
I'm just staring. Big, tightly shut because, Fleece told him not to speak. So just staring.
I'm standing to attention. I'm pretty much gone for parade stance.
Okay.
I'm just looking. Do I recognize anybody that's around in like the woman with the 2 pen? Recognize her any? Or anybody else that's around?
You recognize. I'll give it. Roll me a history or investigation.
Okay, let me go ahead and do an investigation then. That'll work. 14.
Okay, on a 14, you do. This is essentially the Feywild's version of the Met Gala. So you recognize a lot of the people, a lot of very famous Archfey or secondary Archfey, because the actual Archfey rarely leave their court, but emissaries of various Archfey. You recognize people from the Rose Court, a couple more, one sort of satyr with like almost looking like coppery armor that almost looks like fish scales or like a dragon's outfit. from the Tourmaline court, one of the smaller courts. You recognize a lot of people. The woman in particular that you saw Friday catch an eye on, you recognize her as one of the Fae Sovereign's right-hand helpers, one of the closest associates with the Fae Sovereign. Doesn't actually have a role in politics necessarily, but is very closely linked with the Fae Sovereign. To best friends would be the common word for it. Their relationship isn't entirely friendly, but that's kind of their level of closeness.
Okay.
I have the guard for assassins, the miniature guard for miniature assassins, and the maid to clean up the blood afterwards.
I'm sorry,
Score definitely wants to speak. He's like, every time you say miniature guard, it's like,
Okay, with what everyone else, Calicula, is there anything you wanted to do with the information you got, or?
Well, probably after we deal with the cards, I'll probably fly over to Friday's ear and probably whisper to him, I actually know who this woman is that's wearing the pendant.
Okay, so I will say the guard sort of squints a little at miniature assassins, and goes, "All right, that's fine. Just all right. Just get in. Just don't cause too much of a scene. All right, just get in. Just go. I don't want to deal with miniature assassins. Do you really think they're gonna be miniature assassin attempts?
My art is beautiful and therefore coveted.
So they're gonna send both regular-sized assassins and tiny assassins after you?
For me and my trumpet.
They're gonna send an assassin after the trumpet?
Look, stranger things have happened. As I try and excuse myself into the party.
Okay, roll me one last persuasion or deception.
20.
You're fine. This guard definitely you're like, there might be there just might be miniature I just got, and then you slip in. You slide in like that, and everyone else is able to follow. Calicula, you are able to fly up onto Friday's shoulder next to this big this tall to you mechanical bird just sort of sitting on Friday's shoulder. You're able to go up next to her ear and talk to her.
And I know who that woman is. The one with the pendant. I know who she is. I've seen her before.
The one with the
And
pendant.
then I go and tell who this woman is.
Yeah, and what Calicula tells you, Friday, is that this woman is one of the right-hand helpers or close associates of the Fae Sovereign.
Oh. I think that'll be an issue.
Depends on what you're planning on, how you're planning on getting that number.
Say
I
again.
mean, they're not exactly friends, but they're
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay. Well, if they're not exactly friends, then fair game. Let's go nuts. Right?
Yeah, you are past the door now, so Score, you can now open your mouth and be upset at being called miniature.
Yeah, miniature guard? What was that about?
What do you mean?
You kept calling me miniature guard. You could have said two guards. I'm a guard. I could have been a guard. You don't have to say miniature. I'm average height, actually. So,
Miniature
if I
assassin?
may, I was referring to you as the maid. I'm gonna go into the crowd now.
we'll remember that.
As I leave, I go, sorry.
Yeah, and off into the crowd, Sploose goes. What are the rest of y'all doing?
Where's
That
the
was a
food?
bomb? Okay. Who needs a stink bomb when you've got burns like those? Okay.
Where's the food?
Oh, the food is, you can see, as you enter into this room, it's this big sort of ballroom. You can tell there's like the catering table off to the side. There's like a dance floor. You can see musicians playing, people essentially meeting and greeting on the central floor.
Ooh. I'm gonna cause some absolute fucking chaos.
Okay, what would you all like to do?
I think at first I definitely want to start with a little light pickpocketing would be nice.
Okay, roll me. Are you looking for anything in particular, or are you just gonna like go ham?
Absolutely, I don't care. I'm just picking anything out of anyone's pockets.
Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, and I'd like to switch them. I want to put it in someone else's pocket.
Okay, roll me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, okay. My rolls have been terrible. Oh, okay. That's okay.
Okay, on a 14. Okay, on a 14, you're able to start switching pickpocketing a little. You sort of like grab a couple baubles here and swap them. Something that like some sort of not gold coins, but like almost like somewhere in between like a ring and a bracelet. You're able to like sort of swap them off some others. It's going really well until you grab something off of someone's belt and you feel this sort of tingling sensation kind of go up your arm. And as you sort of let go out of in surprise, it's almost like, you know, when your arm goes numb and like it goes to sleep. You can sort of feel that. You can see your hands almost growing, like stretching out, like as you try and pull away, it's sort of stuck to the thing you tried to grab until your hand is about like, you are far away, but your hand and your wing is about like double the length it was.
Oh, do I recognize this? Like, is this a trick or a prank that someone's pulled in our group before?
Roll me a history or arcana. I will read. This is one of the weird arcana rolls. Your arms stretch out to double their normal length, increasing your reach by 5 feet. And well, it says until the end of your next turn, but let's just do it until the end of the episode.
Oh no. Okay, yeah. I don't think I've ever seen this before because I rolled a 3.
Yeah, no, this is completely new.
I think I find it hilarious. Like, that's good. Did I end up getting what I tried pickpocketing anyway, or?
I say on a 14 you don't. You just feel like this sort of slight tinkle, and you sort of you swear you almost notice like the person you tried to pickpocket to like give you a little bit of a wink, but you can't really tell. But you do have one arm that is just double its length, sort of dragging on the ground now.
Well, if I see them, even if I assume that they gave me a wink, I'm gonna give them like, I see you. That was a good one. And then just walk off, I guess, dragging my arm behind me.
Okay, are you trying to hide your arm, or are you just gonna drag it on the ground?
Oh, I'm just dragging it behind me.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
There's no hiding. Like 4 foot, 5 foot arm now.
Okay, Calicula, what are you doing?
What I'm doing is I am flying in between people.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like something for the dessert table.
Okay,
Seeing what kind of food, what kind of desserts are on the table.
They're the kind of desserts that look like annoyingly healthy and annoyingly bland at the same time. They're very frou-frou and very like, it's a very pale cream on top of a very pale panna cotta with a very pale fruit jam on top, you know.
Oh, come on.
Blancmange.
Yeah. Okay, I have a familiar that's made out of gingerbread.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and send that familiar. And basically, I've also have a hex that I can change non-magical items into candy.
Okay.
So I'm taking a look at all of these frou-frou healthy stuff and think, okay, we need to jack up the sugar a little bit here.
Okay.
So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and change some of these healthy stuff
Mhm.
into the most sugary, sticky
Okay.
stuff that like rice cakes and stuff like that, chocolates,
Yes. Okay.
all that kind
Okay.
of stuff.
Okay.
So,
Do you have to roll for that hex to take place? Do you have to roll anything, or?
what I have to do is I have to actually be touching the object
Okay.
to do it, and then I have to. I think I roll against charisma because I use charisma for my spellcast.
Okay. Then roll. Yeah. Roll me a check with your spellcast. So roll me a charisma check.
Okay. Let's see. Yep. I rolled 13.
Okay. On a 13. Okay. Roll me a stealth check to see, because you have to get your hands in these things. So I want to see
okay.
how stealthy, or if anyone notices.
Okay, so that's +2 to it. I rolled 15 on the stealth.
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
There you go.
You are able to get into a lot of you're able to get a good portion of this table. I'll say you get to about half of the table, transforming it into the most sugary, sticky substances. You get you turn these sort of pale panna cottas into like chocolate lava cakes, and you're able to take some of these very delicate wafer cookies and turn them into these chunky mountains of have you ever had bird nest cookies that are
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
bird
Yeah.
those.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely decadent stuff. You're able to get about halfway until you hear someone cough a little bit behind you, and you turn around and see someone sort of looking down at you as you have your hands sort of deep into a pudding, and you're just sort of oops. We're gonna pan back around to you. Let's see what Floos, what are you doing?
So do I have eye on the person that we have to steal from?
I'll say if you and Friday are together, yeah, you're able to keep an eye on this person. They're not exactly they're very tall, and they're very much one of the most popular people at this party. It's very easy to keep track of them.
Okay. Floos is going to stay within I want to say 25, 30 feet.
Okay.
And he's going to start playing his trumpet.
Good or bad?
Good.
Okay. Go ahead, make me a are you casting a spell or okay?
Nope, just playing the trumpet. 25.
Yeah, you're able to play a beautiful melody.
Okay. I'm just following around very slowly, just womp 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 womp.
I will
Sort of-
also be following her, staying close and looking at this marvel that is Floos that can and cannot play the trumpet at will, it seems.
She sort of every so often stops and tries and looks behind her and tries to see where the noises are coming from.
When she does, I immediately just turn around toward some other direction.
Okay, on a 25, I'll say you can do that. And it's that constant feeling of, is someone following me? Nah. Is someone following me? Nah. As you're walking, though, you do see, as as one of the times you turn away, you do see, Score walking towards you with now one arm double its length. And you also see this very tall woman sort of heading towards the snack table, where you can see Calicula elbows deep in a pudding.
I'm still playing in just womp, 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 looking at Score.
I got, and it was a good prank. I had to give that guy props. It was good. Do you know how long this kind of stuff lasts? Either of you?
Sometimes 5 minutes, sometimes 5 lifetimes. Could I roll an Arcana to try and figure this out?
Sure.
Cool. I do not have proficiency.
That's fine. You have no clue.
Friday, can you help? I was like, lift up my arm.
I don't know much about magic. Hang on, let me take a look at you. Can I also do this?
Sure.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Listen, I've seen this kind of thing before. All you have to do is take your big arm and pretend it's like a scarf.
That was a good one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Otherwise, no, I don't know, and I'm very sorry.
No, it's fine. I think maybe this might help with. No, it won't.
Is it still
But
like
I can
solid?
be optimistic.
Is there any like jelliness to it, or is it still like solid bones, just too long?
It's essentially like if you took the forearm and doubled its length, and then had the elbow, and then took the other part of the arm, doubled its length, and then put the hand, and then made the fingers twice as long. Same technically proportion between the joints, just doubled.
Oh.
I'm probably just. It's probably heavy for me. So I'm just like, yeah. It's like it's this now, I guess.
Can you
I
still
imagine
fly?
you trying to throw it around your neck and hitting yourself in the face with it.
Yeah, I absolutely do that. I'm like a scarf. Nope. No. I'll just keep it here.
And you can see as you're sort of like, what happened to you? You can see the tall woman walking over to the snack table where Caligula has been steadily impacted. You can definitely see, since you know Caligula so well, you can see her messing, and her gingerbread familiar messing with the pastries. What does your gingerbread familiar look like?
It's actually a little dragon.
Okay,
It's a dragon.
Wait.
Yeah, it's actually a. Oh wait a minute, I
Oh.
wrote this down. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, your little dragon is also sort of putting around. It's gotten on top of one of these like tall cakes, and it's just sort of like doing like the splashing in puddles, but with the whipped cream. And you can see the woman that you're trying to steal from steadily approaching the table.
Okay, I'm gonna take my hands out of the pudding and just stuff them in my mouth like I'm eating it.
Okay, roll me a deception check. What is everyone else doing?
I'm gonna. Well, I'm trying to cause chaos, right? So I've got 2 Fae stink bombs.
Yes.
I would like to throw it into like the most crowded section of the gala I can find.
Okay, that would probably be the dance floor. Let's see. What about let's say Floose Friday? What are you doing?
I'll be looking to Floose for cues on how we should be doing this. Whilst I would love to steal things, I have no experience.
Here, how about this? How about you help Skull with the stink bombs?
Right, and how do stink bombs lead to stealing?
Have you ever tried paying attention to anything when someone farted and it smells really, really bad? It's really hard. All you can think about is the smell. And then you can just steal from them when they're too busy complaining about the smell.
Okay,
Makes sense
well,
to me.
You
Here's
tell
a
me.
stink bomb, and I was like, hold one up to him. Fair.
I
With
take
your
it-
long arm or your normal arm?
Oh yeah, I use my long arm. I'm like, I can reach you now.
It's just way up there in your face.
Take it hesitantly.
Okay, Caligula, what did you roll on your deception?
With my bonus, I rolled an 8.
Okay,
Oh
cool.
man, I rolled an 8.
So here's what happens. You go, I'm just or then you stuff your face and you kind of look up and you see one of the guards sort of looking down at you. From not the same guard from the entrance, but you can recognize the same uniform
kind
and
of
just sort of
uniform,
yeah, you can look down and they're looking at you like, you should not be. You what are you doing? You this is very unsanitary. This is a I think I am going to have to take you in. And he reaches a hand down, but instead of actually touching you, there's this sort of like warmth that hits you, and you can feel it's definitely magic sort of take hold of your form. And you don't change size, but you do get 4 legs and get furrier and you become a hamster. I will read the second weird arcana to you. You cast the spell Polymorph, transforming into a hamster. I will say you still have your sentience, and you can still control your familiar and all that stuff. But you are now a hamster. And this guard sort of scoops you up and goes, "Okay, come here, little Fireball. I will take care of you and get you out of this mess. You are much cuter like this."
That's actually not much of a change, though, right? It's only like 10 inches to.
Yeah,
Syrian
well,
hamster,
I mean,
quite a big hamster. They can be about 10 inches sometimes.
yeah, I said it doesn't change size. You just became a hamster. You can still you
Change
became a
form.
hamster. You don't have opposable thumbs anymore. I think that's the biggest thing, and you can't talk, but you can still control
Fly?
your familiar. No, you're not a hamster with wings.
They're doing great.
You are just a hamster, and you can see you can see your dragon sort of looking at you like, fuck? From like on top of the thing, and I think the guard just
Can I
thinks
still
that
run around?
yeah, you can. You can also bite, because you're a hamster.
Okay.
I think I probably see this from afar and I'm like, she got to. There's a lot of great practices here.
You see her in the hands of a guard, and you're just like, ah, yes, good prank.
Can I bite the guard's hand or try to?
Yeah. Roll me an attack roll with either your strength or dexterity. You're technically proficient in this because you're a hamster, so whichever you'd prefer.
Dex is probably a better one. 13.
What is the guard's? Scrat, what was that?
Sneeze. Dab
Was
to
it?
capture infections.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Doctors, 9 out of 10 doctors recommend.
9 out of, yeah. Dab to help prevent coronavirus, everyone.
I don't. It's normal.
I like how you go full stop just to like look at you going, dab? What?
What are the okay? Let me double check what these guys' AC is. Okay, you are able to chomp, but you bite down on leather, and it doesn't actually like make contact. And they're just sort of like,
Oh man.
you are a bitey one. Okay, that's fine. You can calm down, and they still kind of hold you. As that's happening, Score, you have Stink Bomb, one in your normal sized hand, and you just handed your long arm Stink Bomb over to Friday. What are you doing?
I'm going to roll it into the. I'm gonna find the most crowded area and roll it under like the dress of someone. So.
Ooh, okay. Roll me a stealth or a sleight of hand, whichever you prefer.
Definitely stealth.
Yeah, you're fine. Friday, what are you doing?
I mean, I'm just not really sure what I'm doing. I feel like so I just kind of throw this. I'm just gonna quite obviously just like throw it, probably quite near the person we're trying to steal things from.
Okay.
Like yeah, like that.
Okay, cool. So you throw this thing under. We'll say Scores goes off first. Before I describe what happens when these stink bombs go off, is there anything, Floos, you'd like to do?
I am going to play from my bad trumpet. Bad trumpet number 2.
Okay.
And play just the worst song I can try to do. The 14.
14, you know, you're trying to be bad, but it's kind of on tune. I know. It's like you accidentally harmonize with the band going on in the background, so it actually kind of sounds nice.
Dang it.
Sounds like progressive
Genuine
jazz.
dang it.
Yeah. So, what was your goal with that performance?
To try and draw attention to myself.
Okay, with that, you don't draw attention to yourself. You draw it to it's mostly to the band. Some people are like, "Oh, nice improvising. Good job. That's some good jazz. Smooth jazz. Yeah." But they don't really there isn't that much of a dramatic sort of turn. There is, however, a dramatic turn as this sort of noise starts to fill the room, and you can see this mustard-colored gas start rising out from this lady's skirt, and a very, very awful smell start to fill the air.
I just just happily watch and like pull out maybe like a rag and just cover my beak, because I'm always prepared for this kind of stuff. And I know you have to come prepared for this.
Yep. Friday, however, you're like, do we just throw this and then chuck it? And it lands right at the feet of this person. And you can see it clatters, and you can see that same sort of gas start to like billow up, and she turns and looks directly at you, Friday.
I stare back. I don't know what to do. This is the face I pull.
Am I within 60 feet of this woman?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Enthrall.
Okay.
Everybody except myself and my companions who are within 60 feet have to make a wisdom saving throw. If they're immune to charm, they're immune to this. But on a failed save, they have disadvantage on perception checks made to perceive any creature other than me.
Okay. What did you say? Wisdom?
Wisdom saving throw.
An 8 fails.
That's everyone
everybody? Everyone except the companion. So I'll roll for the knight holding hamster you. Oh, he's not good. Wisdom.
Okay.
Oh, I think both of those fail. So this knight is like, oh, you're so cute. Oh, look at you. Oh, and then sort of turns and looks at How does casting Enthrall look? Please.
It's me removing the trumpet from my beak and making the trumpet noise with my mouth.
Paladin, are you gonna do it for us?
Birds don't have lips. How could I play the trumpet anyways?
Okay, yeah. And yep.
Oh no, I don't know why I didn't play that together. Actually, yeah. How do you make the trumpet?
The trick is I don't. It's me screaming into a trumpet.
Yeah.
That's why the trumpet can be dented. It's not the trumpet making the noise. Yeah, everyone turns and goes, ooh, and everyone's kind of, it's like, are they enthralled? Yes, but it's also more like, the hell? And they all kind of look at you. I'm gonna make a disadvantage perception check for this, for Duo to see. Yeah, no, she doesn't see Friday at all. And she just sort of kind of looks at you, and this knight gently puts Calicula down onto the table and sort of starts approaching you. Not sure, like charmed, so they can't actually attack you. But they're just sort of walking towards you, Floos. Like, the guard kind of goes, are you all right, sir?
I am going to break out into the best bagpipe performance that I can muster.
Okay, roll me performance.
Keep in mind, it is also an instrument that I can't physically play, so it's me screaming to some bagpipes.
Okay. So you scream into these bagpipes, and you scream into these bagpipes really well because you rolled an 18.
How much are bagpipes on Amazon? I need to try this out at home.
So you scream into bagpipes. Is your intention to keep people's attention on you, Or
Just to draw people's attention
okay,
as much
cool.
as possible.
Yeah, a lot of people are looking at the giant bird screaming into bagpipes. What's everyone else doing?
I mean, I'm definitely staring at the bird screaming into bagpipes as well.
You are not magically compelled to stare at the
Yeah,
bird
I'm
screaming
not.
into bagpipes.
I'm just like, it's just a weird thing, so I'm staring.
Calicula, you're still a hamster. You've been put down, though. What would you like to do?
Okay. Okay, so I've been put down. I still can't talk, right?
You cannot talk. You can still communicate with your familiar.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and try. Can I still cast spells while I'm still in hamster form, or no?
You know what? Let's say yes.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm assuming I was put back down on the table.
Yes.
Okay,
I'll say
so
you
what
can
I'm gonna-
cast spells through your familiar, because
Okay.
people can do that through your familiar. So it's technically yes, you can
Okay.
still cast spells. It's just more like that's how mechanically it works. You can't like
Okay,
you as a hamster can't like touch someone and cast a spell because you cannot make the words or motions
but my
for
familiar
it.
can.
Your familiar can.
Okay, while everybody is distracted by the bird playing the bagpipes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to transform the rest of the sweets on the table.
Okay.
And also what I want to do is, since I'm the one that has the firecrackers, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and take a look around and see if there are any good places where I can throw firecrackers to cause chaos.
Okay. Roll me a
I mean,
perception.
I'm doing hamster view, but still.
Yeah, roll me a perception at disadvantage because you're a hamster.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I think that's how that works.
Disadvantage. 9. Yeah.
You know what would be? You don't say
With
anything.
disadvantage, it's a 9.
Yeah, well, you don't say anything far away. You do, however, see like those bonbons that have like a jelly center, and you do think, you know, if I jam the firecracker into that and launch that at someone, that might be fun.
That'll work. So while my familiar is transforming the rest of the desserts, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Just stick the firecrackers into the jelly bonbons.
Okay, cool. So there's a hamster now with a bandolier of firecrackers lighting bonbons on fire. Just so that we're clear, this is what's happening.
Absolute fucking chaos.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not questioning this.
Go.
Okay. Cool. Are you lighting them to explode, or are you just like gonna light them all at once?
Light them all at once.
Okay, cool. So as you're doing this, Friday, what are you doing? As the lady you're trying to steal from is very much enthralled by a bird screaming into bagpipes.
So they're enthralled, right?
Yes.
And I can tell this, right?
You can tell that they are very much entranced by the bird playing bagpipes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so hear me out here.
Okay. Oh no.
Friday likes the direct approach. They're wearing the amulet.
Yes.
If I walk closer to them, do they seem to be any less enthralled?
Nope. They rolled an 8 to see you, so nope.
If I get in their personal space, do they like? Is there any change?
Try again. Nope.
If I put my hand on the amulet, is there any change?
Freaking hate. Yeah, a little bit. There's a little bit like, excuse me, darling. And then tries to push you to keep looking at the bird playing the bagpipes.
Can I do the old jerk and snatch?
Why is that the old jerk and snatch? As opposed
Yeah.
to the new jerk and snatch? Roll me a sleight of hand.
I don't think I'm doing anything slight with my hands here. But
You gotta
I'll
roll
try-
something for this, Scrat. Tell me what you'd like to roll.
I'm quite happy to completely break the necklace. I just want the 2. So, like, athletics?
Oh no. Oh no.
Sure.
Still
There
optional.
might be consequences, but sure.
Yoink!
Yes. You
I
are
pull
able
this
to-
thing like an Olympic rower. Okay? Like-
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna make one more perception check.
Oh.
Oh god, the bagpipes, they're so enthralling. Just like, I'm sorry, darling, I really have to know who's playing those bagpipes.
Walk
Excuse me.
backwards with amulet in hand? Still keeping eyes on target?
Excuse me, I really have to know who's playing those bagpipes. They're absolutely phenomenal. Just pushes you out of the way.
Oh, Score definitely watched that and he's like, there was no finesse. There was not. What? That was an insult to my craft.
That was heresy to your craft. What are you talking about? That was anti-craft.
And I'm probably like flailing my arms around. One of them's like way too long.
Like, but the other one's like extra flopping around.
Yeah.
Okay, so, Calicula, you still shove firecrackers into these bonbons. Friday now has the necklace. Score is flapping
Okay,
wildly like,
what-
what's going on?
Once I see that he's got the necklace, I'm gonna go ahead and light him.
Okay, yeah. I'm trying to think. I see. Okay, so I'm seeing this narratively as your gingerbread flame dragon, like breathing out like a puff of smoke and lighting all these things at once.
Puff of float. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Yeah.
Unless you had something else in mind.
So the dragon is going to be one. No, no, I can actually see that because with little hamster hands it'd be difficult for me to do it. So I don't have opposable thumbs. So
I can see you at the
So,
end, just like
yeah.
trying on like the fuse, like trying to light it.
like the lighter. No, not working. Not working.
Go for it. And okay,
Okay.
so I'm just trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Hold up.
Beauty is happening.
Friday looks as disbelieving as everyone else in the room.
As this has happened, I turn to Flus. I'm like, do you get it now? The F word part is very essential. This is absolute fucking chaos.
And as soon as you say that, there is a loud boom from the dessert table as the firecrackers in the jelly bonbons explode, and there is molten like strawberry jam and chocolate flung everywhere. It smells awful because it's the smell of burnt chocolate with burnt fruit and stink bomb all mixed together in the same area, and everyone sort of goes ah, and then everyone starts to flee. You can hear in the distance one of the guards go, "Aye, the minister assassins, they're here!"
And I want to point out, so when I see when molten I guess jams and fruits and stuff start flying down, I just very casually put up my hood the old molten flaming snacks trick. Like, we've done this before. This is the typical move of Kalikwa.
Yep. And you can see that, but Flus, you're definitely the lady is still very enthralled with you. A couple other people have kind of freaked out, but this lady still got her eye on you, and she's still like going up to you and going, "Where did you learn to play your bagpipes like that?"
Taking the bagpipe away from my beak, I get up real close
Oh no.
and I whisper, it's actually me just singing. I'm just awfully shy.
Roll me a
1. For a grand total of 8.
Oh no. The absolute worst time.
Messing up social encounters with your host, Paladin.
Okay.
You did so well
So,
before that.
here's what happens. Score, you're able to put up the hood. Calicula, are you trying to get back to after you've lit all these bonbons on fire? Are you and everyone is starting to flee, and you can see Score sort of put up their hood and start to sort of abscond from the chaos and just sort of relishing in it as it happens. What are you doing?
I am trying to get off the dessert table.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I will say you can ride on
try
your
to get off the dessert
familiar.
table.
You
I'm
can
still
ride on your
hamster, I'm
dragon.
assuming. That'll
You can-
work, yeah.
Yeah, your dragon can fly. If you can direct your dragon to fly you where you would like, because I really love the image
Okay.
of a hamster riding a gingerbread dragon.
Riding a dragon. Oh, that would be awesome. And the hamster is covered with chocolate and jam and grinning from ear to
I can see this hamster like on this like
ear.
this dragon's
Loving all
back
this
with
chaos.
like a string of licorice, just like force.
Nom 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 nom. I'm cool.
All right. I'm assuming you
And
head
then
back.
what?
Oh well,
Yeah, I'm
keep
gonna
going.
head back towards everybody else.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna head back towards everybody else.
Score, you see Calicula's dragon familiar with a hamster on top, looking very pleased with themselves.
I probably like raise my hand for a high five and then realize that they're a hamster, so they can't really give high fives. So I'm like, good job. Apparently these kind of tricks can last either 5 minutes or 5 lifetimes, so you might have to get used to being a hamster for 5 lifetimes. We did pretty good though.
It's not bad for being a hamster, but yeah.
It just comes out as.
I'm just like, yeah, okay, I understand.
Is there anything else you would like to do
Yeah,
as chaos is
I'm very pleased with what happened though.
as chaos is reigning in this party? Is there anything else you two would like to do, or is your chaos? Have you sowed your chaos? Are you pleased?
Oh, no, I have a little bit more. I saw some tricks.
Okay.
I've
All right,
got-
cool.
Everyone's panicking, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Before we get to that though, I do want to get to the wonderful Nat 1.
Yes.
I just
that's a
wanted-
good point.
I just wanted to make sure we finished up any business before the Nat 1 came into play.
You sure we can delay that?
Oh no.
Friday, is there anything you would like to do?
Friday is not an experienced thief. She will run.
Okay. Cool.
Possibly
But
hitting a
no.
fire alarm on the exit. That seems like a good idea. Is there fire alarms in the Feywild? Can there be?
You know what? For the sake of this,
There is now.
there are now.
There are
So-
now.
This is what happens. There is the high five and the good, like, oh yeah, we did good. Yeah, no, that's good. And then there is Friday in the panic running and slapping a fire alarm. As this klaxon starts, it goes somehow still more in tune than the bagpipes. This lady sort of looks at you as you say, oh, it's just me singing. Looks at you and then reaches and just like grabs your beak and just squeezes it. All right. That was fun while it lasted. You are playing a very dangerous game, though, Birdie. I think I see your friend running. Was that you in character, or was that
Yeah, me in character.
Paladin?
Me and character like being shut up trying to say something.
Wait, hold on. What can this character do?
Hopefully nothing.
What can this character do? Oh, this is what this character can do.
Oh, no,
Okay.
that's never a good thing.
Make me a athletics or acrobatics check, DC 13.
$24.
Okay. So she tries to like grab, like take your beak and drag you with her. You're able to slip out, but she moves at this unnatural pace, heading after Friday.
How many people are still looking at me?
Roll me a performance check.
I just want to know how many people are still looking at me. 15?
Out of the people, a lot of people have left after the chaos and the explosion and the fire and the molten things and the stink bomb and the alarm. So there's maybe like a handful of people still left who are like still in the chaos, or like, how is that bird playing the bagpipes? How? I have to know.
Is that woman wearing any metal?
There is the chain around her neck. You can't tell if it's like the necklace, the remains of the necklace.
Okay, so nothing else?
Nothing else.
Okay. I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern
Okay.
with the cube focused on her.
Okay.
Each creature within 30-foot cube must make a wisdom saving throw. If they fail, they're charmed, incapacitated with a speed of 0.
Okay. Wisdom save?
Wisdom save. And for that, I'm going to take out my trumpet and scream into my trumpet.
Okay. I'm going to use my advantage on this.
Please don't.
Yes, I will.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It got deleted when the scene's updated. So everyone imagine an advantage fading out now.
Woo!
Thank you.
Does a 21 pass?
Yeah, 21 passes, Mackenzie.
Okay. She blustered. Hey, look, someone redeemed their channel points. I gotta give it to them. They wanted the chaos. So you can see this cube, this blare, and you can see almost like she doesn't necessarily like blot her ears, but you can tell she just waves her hands, and there is where the concussive blast of your magic would hit, there is an echo of this dusky color to sort of whoomph out, and she above the crowd climbs onto like the side of the wall, like running parallel to the ground, jumping over one of these pillars, and is tearing towards Friday. You look back and you can see this woman running towards you on the side of the wall. Calicula and Score, what are y'all doing before we get to everyone else? We might have to roll initiative soon if y'all are getting involved with the chase scene. If not, then
I was probably gonna, because I probably see Friday as a up and coming thief. Like what they did earlier wasn't great, but I could train them, but I don't want them to get punished just yet for their lack of finesse and skill. So I'm gonna fly towards the woman running on the side of the wall with her, I guess.
And Calicua, what are you doing?
Yeah. Okay, I'm still on the dragon. I'm gonna go ahead and follow him.
Okay. If everyone is and then Floos, are you chasing or are you just staying and trying to play the trumpet?
I'm chasing.
Okay. If everyone roll me initiative then.
Okay.
Boom, I'll take that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, everyone rolled really well. I think this is like the best initiative
Except for
roll.
me.
What did you roll, Calicula?
9.
Okay. This is still honestly the best initiative roll like in the history of this campaign. For like everyone though. Like I swear to God, this has been the best series of initiative rolls I have seen. So so first it's Score. Then Score, then the lady, then Friday, then Floos, and then following up is Hamster Calicula. So Score, you are first. I will say this lady is pretty up high on the wall. Like this is like a 2-3 story building, and she is sideways climbing on this wall about 30 feet above the ground.
Oh, so I probably wanted to get to her in one movement. I'll just move towards her then.
You can move towards her. You do have an extra long arm.
Oh.
That's
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna flag as close as I can and try and like trip her up, I guess, with my extra long arm, if I can reach that far.
Okay, yeah, you have an extra long arm, so you technically can. was sleight of hand or acrobatics to wield your extra long arm?
I'm gonna go sleight of hand if that is just allowed.
This is technically your hands, and you are doing something slightly with it.
Oh no.
Okay, on an 11, you kind of fling your hand. It's a little wild though, because you're not used to controlling a limb this long. And it sort of, you flop it, and it sort of hits one of the windows, and it sort of, the glass sort of shatters, and you kind of like pull it back, like, ow! But like, it's weirder because the elbow's like way out, and you're like, way out there.
I'm gonna have nightmares about this.
Okay, anything else you'd like to do in your turn other than move?
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna keep moving as far as I can, I guess, since I couldn't trip out.
All right, this vampire is just using their movement to run towards Friday. So Friday, it's your turn.
Okay. Can I dash?
I'm gonna say, let's say, because you and the I use the vampire, but like it's not actually a vampire. The lady have the same movement speed. So roll me an athletics, and we'll see how much distance you're able to keep in between you two. Because you and her are both using your movements your actions to dash.
Okay. She has the same speed as me? Damn, I'm really fast.
Oh wait, no. What's your speed?
40.
Oh, okay. Then roll me an athletics with advantage.
Awesome. Yeah! God damn it!
Okay, well,
That's a lucky number.
I'm gonna roll mine. Well, the hand tripped her up more than I thought. She kind of went, "What's that? Why?" And then you are able to maintain like a good 30 feet ahead of her as you run. You sort of burst down the hall towards like the carpet now, almost to the outside. And there are, you can see people scattering. You can see this woman sort of calling for the guards, and that sort of this echoing sort of guards as it like echoes out. That brings it to Floos. It's your turn.
So I fly about 50. I fly with 50 feet. Flying after her. How far away is she from me?
Flying after you did attempt to do the hypnotic pattern, so I will say she is. Roll me either, if you have proficiency in athletics or acrobatics, one of those, whichever's better.
17.
Okay, on a 17, you are able to close the distance.
How far away is she from me?
Well, she's within 50 feet. You're able to close the distance.
Okay. I'm gonna get within 30 feet of her.
Okay.
And she's running on the walls very high up, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Thorn Whip to pull her off the wall.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
Roll me an attack roll.
Never mind. It's 12.
You strike it, and it's almost as if her body shifts unnaturally, and you can see her like almost like go a little bit higher and curve and jump over one of the pillars, and your thorn whip goes and cracks against one of these marble columns and misses. Anything else you'd like to do in your turn?
Can I flip her me while I'm flying? You know, the bird.
Ah, okay. Do you have a middle finger?
I have middle feathers.
I mean, you can, yeah, that's a free action.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Cool.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Fair. That brings us up to Calicula. What are you doing?
Okay, my dragon can fly 60 feet.
Yeah.
So how much distance can I cover between me and her?
You can get into melee range with the lady.
Okay, because what I was thinking is I'm gonna go. One of my spells is Hex.
Okay.
Can I go ahead and Hex has a it's a range of 90 feet, so it's definitely within range.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, so you place a curse on a creature that you can see within range.
Okay.
You deal until the spell ends. You deal an extra D6 necrotic damage to the target.
Okay.
And a target has disadvantage on ability checks made with the chosen ability. I'm gonna go ahead and put a disadvantage on her with agility.
With agility, so dexterity. Okay.
Right.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, does it take the extra damage just whenever, or only when you make an attack?
Only when I make an attack.
Okay, cool. So then yes,
Okay.
she now has disadvantage on
Dexterity.
dexterity saving throws, and ability checks.
Mhm.
Just all dex stuff. Okay, cool.
Right.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Okay. So that's my action.
Yes.
Let's see. No, I think that's the only thing I'm gonna do
Okay.
right now.
Perfect. I'm assuming you're trying to keep pace at least with everyone else, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Awesome. So then that brings us back to the top of the round. Score. You
So
did see
I
this
have-
lady trip up a little bit on your arm more than you thought. It's more just like a
Yes.
weird, like, what did that bird's arm just reach all the way up to what? But it did trip her up.
So I forgot about this. My walking speed is 35, but my flying speed is 60.
Ah, okay.
So I'm gonna try and catch up with her and tackle her off the wall.
Okay. Roll me an athletics
Oh,
or
no.
acrobatics. I
Yes,
guess.
please. Acrobatics, please.
There,
I have
yeah.
a -1 in athletics.
Okay, and then this would be contested. Disadvantage on. Let's do disadvantage. Yeah, okay. This is with disadvantage. So. Boop. Well, it's a nat 1. She flies off the wall.
Oh
yeah,
man.
I wanna tackle her to the ground if I have to. I'll take any damage, any fall damage.
Okay, I will say she was about 30 feet up, so that's a 3d6 damage?
I'll take it.
Okay. I didn't roll that well, so 10 damage to you.
Okay.
And
too
she
bad.
also takes 10 damage. So that's like I can math. Okay. Yeah, you tackle her to the ground and she just sort of like snarls out of here. You can see as she snarls, her teeth almost like grow these like points. As she sort of snarls and grapples with you, but the hex trips her up and she just tumbles to the ground.
Oh.
Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn, Score?
Actually, I have slow fall, so I don't take damage.
Okay, she takes damage then.
And no, there's nothing else. I just want to keep
Okay.
her down, I guess. So yeah.
Cool. Then in that case, she is you. Okay. So awesome. It's her turn. She mad. Oh God, an 8 misses though. She tries to bite at you, just sort of, and just tries to
whoa.
bite, but you're not able. It doesn't hit, and she can't do anything because she's on the ground. Friday, it's your turn. You look back and you see this lady get tackled to the ground by a bird with an extra long arm.
Okay, I'm not sure if this will take an action or what, but I want to take the necklace, and I'm just gonna start smashing it into the watch.
You're making that noise into the mic, and it hurts. Yeah, you're able to. Yeah, it's you can do it while moving. It's a free action. You're able to smash it into. You're able to smash the necklace into the watch.
I do it.
Both you and Floos feel your respective clocks sort of glow with warmth, and you can see the 2 has been replaced. The lady's still there, and the guards are still kind of coming after you.
I have a stupid plan. This is
Okay.
a terrible, terrible idea.
Okay.
Instead of dashing on this action, maybe you'll let me
Okay.
do this as a bonus action, I don't know, but I'm gonna keep running. As I run, I'm just gonna take the little clock dial and just wind time forward 5 minutes, hoping that will help me get away.
Okay.
Messing with
Okay,
time doesn't
okay.
hurt anything, right?
Okay.
Causality, that's not an issue.
Okay. Roll me a charisma check. Or saving throw if you have proficiency in it.
I do not. So either way, it's the same. 9.
Okay. trying to think. How bad do I want this to go?
No.
Oh.
Okay, here's what happens. It does work. And both you and Flu suddenly feel you feel that clock that your lady gave you in one of your waistcoat pockets suddenly like vibrate and hum, and both you and Friday from your perspective, it looks like you slow down and the rest of the world speeds up. For everyone else, though, it looks like Flus and Friday sort of momentarily blip out of existence. Calicula and Score. Score, you're still on top of this woman, but all of a sudden you see these two. I'm blanking on all the names. Friday and Flus suddenly almost like freeze and go transparent, and you can see people suddenly like moving through them as if they have ceased to exist in this moment in time.
What just happened? I guess they got away. I'm just gonna like stand up after women. I'm like, okay, I think.
And you can see this lady also stand up and just sort of look at you like, and sort of dust herself off and just sort of at you, just sort of snarling, and that sort of very youthful visage sort of becomes very wrinkly and gnarled for like a hot second before she composes herself and then looks around and goes and sort of sighs and then wanders off to just sort of like brushes the two of you off. And you and Calicula are left in a very destroyed foyer with like chocolate and molten caramel sort of everywhere, but most of the people have fled, and you can sort of see the very still moving images, transparent almost, of Flus and Friday. You could like touch them, but your hand goes through them. It's almost as if they've just sort of stopped existing.
Ooh, can I tell? Oh no.
Okay, and I'm assuming that I'm still a hamster.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still a hamster. Yeah, you're still
I'm
a hamster.
making all these what the hell noises as a hamster.
Yeah, I don't get it either. It's weird. I don't know what's going on. And like stick my
I'm
uncomfortably long hand through them.
Yes, you stick your uncomfortably long hand through Flus and Friday. It goes
Probably long
right
enough to-
through.
It's so weird. I don't know. I'm just gonna wait. I guess maybe it's another prank. Maybe it's 5 minutes or 5 lifetimes. I'll leave after like 5 minutes. So I'm just gonna sit down and watch.
And you sit down and watch, and nothing happens. At some point, a janitor sort of comes in, like this little pixie janitor with a mop kind of comes in and starts wiping the floor and just sort of like,
Hi, what are you doing here?
I'm just
Do
kind
you
of like,
work here?
no.
Okay, well,
I'm just,
the party's over. Is that a hamster?
yes.
Okay, that's fine.
and yeah, after like 5 minutes pass, half an hour passes, nothing's happening.
Oh well, we caused absolute fucking chaos. Kalikwa, you wanna head back and tell Snake for Arms that we did it? Okay, so like, I guess we just walk off.
Mm-hmm. And you walk off. And time passes. An hour passes. 2 hours passes.
I misjudged how far I wound that clock.
And you rolled a 9, Scrat.
I'm aware.
And you suddenly, and all of a sudden, for you two though, it's as if like 2 seconds passes. You suddenly are moving at pace, but then everything around you moves so much faster, moving in blurs. You see everyone move away from you in these color blurs. You see Score and Calicula sort of sit there, and you could see them like stay and then all of a sudden get up and leave, like almost like moving fast forward in time. And then with a snap, both you two come back to time. You're still standing in the same spot, but you can tell time has passed. You can see things have in the foyer have been cleaned. There aren't any chocolate stains. Bits of the wall have begun to be repaired. You're the only two in this foyer right now.
That worked rather well.
Was my momentum kept while I was flying?
Part of me wants to say yes because it'll be funny.
If you say no, it'll be funny.
No.
So Floss picks himself up off the ground from where he crashes.
Uh-huh.
And is looking very cautious just around him. Just...
Are you all right, Floss? I hope you didn't break any of your trumpets.
Yeah, what happened?
I wound the clock forward a little.
Yeah, it's a clock, so you can... But what happened?
Well, I'm not really sure exactly how it all works, but I wind the clock forward and it looks like time has gone forward. I'm not sure how much. I was only planning for 5 minutes, but everything looks clean.
You messed up very poorly, says a voice from behind you. And there is a sudden sort of clatter of armor as the lady sort of stands there with a complete platoon of guards, all kind of standing, looking at you. Yes, they were the ones who took my stuff. You're under arrest by order of the Fae Sovereign. And that is where we're going to end this episode of Downside Up.
Oh boy, you
Yeah.
guys. Oh no.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Getting arrested on my first session in.
That's peak chaos right there. Peak. Whoops. Let's go round and say farewell to everyone. Tell us who you are and where we can find you online. Thank you very much for that advantage. I will add that to the overlay for next week. Whoops. Let's go the opposite way around and start with Draconics.
Hey, I'm Draconics. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at Draconics, and you can also find me every Thursday on the Friends Who Roll Dice Twitch channel.
Thank you very much. Also, thank you, Faye, who is balancing out the universe by also gifting a disadvantage to Mackenzie.
Yay, I can use that at my discretion. Ha 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 ha.
Next around the screen, we have Sifa7. Sorry for the connectivity issues today, Sifa. Close up.
I mean, I can't see you guys, but I can hear. I'm Sifa7 on Twitter. I'm Sifa7 on Discord. Most of my art though is actually on Instagram, and on Instagram I am ArtistMum1, and that's spelled ARTISTMUM1. So if you want to go ahead and check out my art, that's where I am.
Fantastic, thank you. Comes another advantage in at the end for Floss for next week.
Okay, well now, hold on.
No, this is fine. This is fine.
And next round we go around to our new regular player. Mackenzie. Could you?
Oh no.
You know what you did. God damn.
Yes, I do.
The chaos was for
Paladin.
this episode, Mackenzie. This one.
Hey, it's mid-season, y'all. It's mid-season. This is mid-season finale. Anyways, hi Paladin. Welcome in.
Hi. Never been arrested this fast before as a player, so cool. Hi, I'm HD Paladin. You can find me online on Twitter as HD Paladin. You can find me here on Wednesdays and on Twitter. Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you very
I'm
much.
sorry I got you arrested so quickly.
Oh, I'm
Although
so
to
happy
be
about
fair,
it, actually.
it wasn't my fault.
I know whose fault it is, Mackenzie.
Good.
Mine for not having teleport yet.
Mackenzie.
Hi, yes, I'm Mackenzie Lane Day on Twitter. You can find me here causing chaos every Wednesday as the DM for this show. This was super fun. Thank you for letting me turn you into hamsters and make your arms really long and arrest you and generally cause absolute mayhem. I believe I just got word from Maychan Press that the subclass that Scrat plays is up live on the blog right now. So if you want to see exactly how many random roll tables Scrat has, go check it out. It's awful. Anyways, yeah, and that's about it. Just go to my Twitter. It's where I yell into the void. I don't think I've laughed that hard in a really long time, y'all. That was great.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
It was something, all
Thanks.
right.
Thanks for the run, guys.
Yeah. Well, everyone, there is the link to the subclass on the blog from Maychan Press. Maychan Press does sponsor today's show. We were playing their Fae Folio content, which is a Feywild expansion for 5e. They've got a bunch of other cool expansions over there, though, so go and check them out. They're currently doing a 25% discount for all their PDFs. Also, check out the Deck of Many. The Deck of Many is a donation reward that you can inflict on the players. Ruin, a very, very popular card. Lose everything that's not magical, essentially.
The buck naked card.
Yep.
Pretty much.
No, everyone has magical underwear. The
Okay.
underwear
Yeah, everyone
of
has that.
preserving decency.
The underwear of Twitch TOS.
Yes, that's the one. Also, you can catch us playing Humblewood, their expansion for 5e, on Thursdays at 6 p.m. EDT. Hero Forge, you can find us on Wednesdays at 2 p.m. right before this show, creating characters in their new beta color mini creator. Next week, I think I'll be making Friday to begin with, so you can check that out. Today we made me, Alice, and some characters from Rotting Shadows and all that other sort of stuff. Our newest sponsor, Dungeon Fog, go and make comprehensive, beautiful maps over there with dynamically updating GM notes. If you want to go premium, you can do so with a 10% discount using the code SCRATAC. That's it from us. We're going to put a timer on. We will be back with Alice's Eberron viewer game in roughly 40 minutes. Hopefully, we'll be done with the tech issues today, so that won't be bumpy at all. Until next time, keep on evoking emotions. We'll see you later on. Bye.